Hello everyone and welcome to the GMS Magazine channel. I am Paco Garcia, your host, and this is the RPG A Day 2021 edition. This is the series of videos in which we talk about role-playing games every single day during the month of August. I'm going to say we, I mean the plethora of people who are creating blog posts and more videos and podcast episodes and Twitter threads and Facebook posts and all sorts of things. This initiative was started 8 years ago by Dave Chapman, and I hope it will continue forever. Today's episode is all about supplements. Okay, I'm going to say something that you may find, Bago, you're weird and crazy. Okay, just bear with me. I don't think we see enough supplements. What do I mean with this? We live in a world right now which is possibly the best time for role-playing games, in which we see supplements, new adventures, new rulebooks, classes, subclasses, settings, everything constantly written by more people than ever. The content today is richer than it's ever been, and that is wonderful. So why am I saying that we don't see enough supplements? Well, we still see, and I know I've said this an awful lot of times in the past, we'll still see a lot of really huge books with an amazing amount of information. We still see an awful lot of tomes with 400, 500, 600 pages. And I'm a bit... Stop. Just release some supplements. Get the basics. Get the bare minimum that people need to play. And then release supplements. Why? Several reasons. Firstly, because to be perfectly honest, if I get a book that is 400 pages and I get a book that is 150 pages, I'm going to dive into the 150 pages book first, because I'm going to finish it sooner. I have no guarantee that I'm going to play the games that I buy, and I buy a lot of them. I just don't, because I have a very limited amount of time to play, and I have a Wednesday, a Thursday group, a Thursday group, and a Saturday group. I only have 3 times a week to play. And I only have 3 hours to play tops. So I cannot play many games. So it's unlikely that these games are going to get to my table. I'd rather read something that I can then review than spend 3 months reading a 500 pages book that A, I'm never going to play, and B, I may not even like. And like me, there are an awful lot of people, regardless of YouTubiness or not, there are an awful lot of people that we don't have the time. I barely have half an hour a day or an hour to read. Some days I don't have any time at all to read. We don't have time. Giving me a book where I'm going to have everything I would ever possibly need sounds great, but the demands from those books is huge. If you give me a book of 150 pages with the bare minimum, and then later on, as in soon on, you give me a little book with weapons, another one with the settings, with the magic, with more spells, with more whatever, with more technology, I can go and get that. And then I can keep reading it. Furthermore, and this is going to be, I suppose, I imagine, I want to believe that if you have a line of products that you're going to develop, it is going to be easier to create community than if you just release one book and forget about it. Or release one book and then the next book you're going to release is the next edition of the same game. And you find, oh, so-and-so game 7th edition. It'll be, what? Excuse me? Your game is 20 years old and you have 7 editions? What's going on? I'm just saying. Okay? So, consider that. Supplements are a lot better for an awful lot of people. I don't have time to read, less prep time. Actually, I think it's more likely that I will get to the table a game that I get to if I have read it. If I haven't read it, definitely it's not going to come to the table. Definitely. Some games I read come to the table, some games I read don't come to the table. To be honest, I mostly read adventures nowadays because those come to the table. Because I have a limited number of games, and those do come to the table. So that's what I want to see. That is what I think it should be a lot better for everybody. So when you have a game and you tell me, oh, it's going to be 400 pages, no, stop. Stop. Bring it down. Firstly, give me a supplement with a quick guide, a quick start. I can start right away with 3 hours reading. Please. Please. Then give me the rest and give me little chunks. Yes, it's more work for you. I understand that. But I reckon in the long run, it will be better. I think. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. Please. Thank you. I'll talk to you tomorrow.